The makers of Candy Crush have decided that they own the word candy, and the U.S. Patent Office has agreed. But this seems kind of like crazy. How can one own the word candy? So they've already been sending out cease and desist orders to other apps that have the word candy in the title, even though they're in no way related to Candy Crush and have nothing to do with the game. This seems kind of nuts to me, especially considering that this is hardly the first game to have the word candy in it.
Well, not to mention the fact that candy is such a unique and modern word. They invented it, and I think they
oh, yeah?
should hold that. It's ridiculous. This is so...
Should we bleep out every time we say candy?
Say what?
We may have to. So we
Oh
don't get a
shit, we owe them so much money.
Stop it! Shh.
Confection!
Oh, it kills me. Well, not just to mention the fact this is going to ruin many strippers' livelihoods.
Oh no.
They're going to have to completely change
I
their
know,
project.
right? We're going to see a lot of cinnamons.
I know, a lot of unfinished college graduates. No, it just seems so absurd to me that a word that is so synonymous with so many things in our society is being claimed in this way. I know, a word, especially for projects, cease and desist to projects that have had the title long before this went into play. This is a bad direction for word patenting to go, in my opinion. If this continues like this, then all the people out there that have been buying up URLs to sell later on, the folks that are out there for a quick buck, are going to start patenting a whole bunch of words, and this is going to become an issue where, in order for us to start coming out with new products, they have to be called Weird Stickman. You know, we have to find weird, awful titles to get around that.
It's got to be.
Yeah, Weird Stickman. Let me look on the app
Store.
Store. Yeah, that's great.
You're right. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when I read this story. Honestly, I mean, first of all, word patenting, why is that even a thing?
Yeah,
okay.
Seriously.
Maybe a phrase, but a word?
Okay. More than that, if it was any company besides King, I'd say, oh, okay, they're protecting their brand. King rips off everything. They haven't had a single original idea. So what they're doing is they're stealing games, marketing them as their own, and then bullying out everyone else to not infringe on their intellectual property and their brand.
That's the crazy part.
That's
because
the ultimate hypocrisy in my mind.
We've seen some pretty blatant rip-offs. It looks like they have a game called Pac-Avoid, which gameplay-wise rips off another Flash game called Scamper Ghost, and also it has the word Pac in the title, which I'm sure Namco might own.
Yeah, and even Candy Crush Saga is Bejeweled. Yep. Look at it, play it, tell me it's not Bejeweled already. And they have a game that's Bust a Move, the Bubble Witch Saga. All their games end in Saga. For the record, King, there were games called Saga before you did this. There was a game called Saga.
This is to me Disney villain level fuckery. Like this is like
This is some Maleficent shit.
No, it is. I'm fully suspecting that right now, in response to this, there is a group of ragtag adventurers like mounting an assault on King, and I'm okay with that because it's the only way to end this. This is an atrocity for creative development. I have many friends of mine that are in independent game development, and the fact that this shit is viable in the marketplace is going to ruin and stringently wreck a whole bunch of upcoming indie developers with the inability to actually, publish and name their own titles, anything that's even relatively related to what they're making.
But why would the U.S. Patent Office agree to this? I mean, I can see I could see anyone making like some crazy, Donald Trump owns You're Fired and all these other weird things out there. But why would the U.S. Patent Office even agree to this?
I can only imagine one guy at the desk just wasn't paying attention. It was just like, oh no, it's candy, that's fine. I don't know that word.
Their rationale is not that they don't want other brands to be able to use these words. They don't want anyone infringing on their brand. And well, they don't want anyone trying to pull the move that they're currently pulling.
Right.
So they're copywriting Candy and Saga so that no one else can copyright Candy and Saga out from under them, which in itself is ridiculous.
Right.
Why didn't they go for Crush?
I'm sure they will. That'll be the story next week to keep them in the news.
Crush Soda is destroyed after. Yeah. Well, no, but it's candy in all forms of applications.
Yeah.
So any game whatsoever that might even consider, like they could have
the nutritional value of candy meter app.
Exactly. You have to call it the nutrition of sugary treats app now.
Cease and desist letter.
That's ridiculous.
What is Candyland going to do?
I don't know. I don't know what Parker Brothers or Milton Bradley.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But they've been around, and the point is a bunch of these things with candy have been around, are in no way related. It's not...
The latest outrage is with Banner Saga, because they just released this successful game, and they're clamoring to make a sequel. But King has sent them a letter that kind of inhibits that ability. They don't want Banner Saga to be the name synonymous with Saga. They want Saga. Unfortunately, Saga means Nordic epic adventure.
Yeah.
It's a
Which is
common
the
word.
game that they made.
Yes.
They made a Nordic epic adventure, not Bejeweled. Why did they get Saga when they don't even make a Saga?
Well, Saga also is it's such an open word. It can describe
Yes.
so many variations. To me, if it's a specific name or a title that is intrinsic to one specific adventure, then maybe yes. But Saga is a descriptor of a large scope of things. It's been around for forever. To me, that just seems wrong. It's just wrong and immoral, and I want it to stop.
Unfortunately, the current software app development culture is one that rewards these people that clone games and rip off and just change one word and keep like a really similar looking icon in the App Store to fool people.
Right now, the top game in the Apple App Store is a game called Flappy Bird. It is a shitty looking game. It's very difficult to play, but it has like these cool like green tubes and like square bricks everywhere. It looks like Mario, but it's borderline stupid, and it's doing so well. So I totally agree that it's kind of rewarding this kind of rip-off culture, and it's super hypocritical that King is doing this.
Cut to a whole generation of children that are now being brought up and like playing Mario for the first time. Oh man, this is ripping off Flappy Bird.
Look at all these green tubes. What the hell?
That's weird.
In conclusion, shit's fucked. Let us know what you think about King acquiring all this and bullying people for doing far less offenses than they've actually already done. Let us know what you think of all this shit in the comments. And please be sure to subscribe.